Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Your Keys to Mastery for July 25th to July 27th, 2022. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Arlene Grace, and I am a spiritual coach, a numerologist, and a channel who's here on a journey to discover what is possible. I know that we are creators. I know that we are limitless. And I trust that all is attainable. And so that being said, I invite you to take whatever information resonates with you and to leave the rest behind. And that if you are attracted to these videos, that there really is no timestamp for them, that you would be arriving because there may be a message here for you, right? And so learning to discern that. So as I feel into today's energy, there's a lot of mind energy. There's a lot of movement that's happening in the mind. And the messaging that's coming through is, for the theme this week, is as within, so without. And as within is mind, heart, coherence, right? Coming in the mind, knowing that our mind is outside of ourselves, our mind is our personality, our mind is our higher self, that mind is coming into coherence with our emotions, coming into coherence with our heart. And in this theme of as within, so without, there's this discovery of the truth and this discovery of what is true for you. Your beliefs are true, right? And that's what makes it so difficult to discover what is actually true for you, because what you believe is what you experience. And so in this idea of that our thoughts are what create our experience with our emotions, there's this opportunity here to free ourselves from the stories, free ourselves from the lies that we tell ourselves, the little untruths, the little fibs, the color coordination of lies that we may speak to ourselves in order to stay in story, to stay in the situation, to stay in drama, to stay in a place of wanting to blame another, to wanting to shame another, to stay in a place of control, right? And that we can navigate that landscape of how do I come from this place of, I'm in this place where my mind is going into story, I'm going into the past, I'm blaming my partner or my mom or my dad or this other person. I'm staying in a place where I'm either the victim, I am the rescuer, or I am saving someone. Well, the simple truth is that we come back to, well, what is it that I want? What is it that I want to experience? If you've been following this journey with me in all of these channelings, you may have discovered some truth this weekend. You may have discovered, come into an awareness where something that you thought was true allowed for you to see even deeper into that. And so now in this place of navigating the mind, your invitation is to say, hey, I see all of this information, which is just information. I don't have to connect that to an emotion. It simply is that. And so with this new piece of information that I may have received, either from a friend, an outside source, from the news, whatever that information was, well, now that's asking me, what do I want? What do I want without story? And the willingness to move that out into the world, the willingness to express that out, to focus on that and to play with that, to dream with that, right? That we no longer have to be in this place of playing in the drama of things, which is really what it feels like. This energy, if we are not channeling this creative energy out, because we're in 3 of clubs and 2, so it's an amplified mind with the desire to express that out with another, right? The desire to connect with another in order to share, to be in community with another person, right? And so in this energy, there's this place where it's, well, Here it is, and I know what I want, or I'm deciding, or I'm discovering what it is that I truly want now that I've received all this information. Am I expressing that out? And how am I going to express it? Am I going to express it through the lens of, I need to blame you, I need to say that you did this, I'm going to play the victim so you can now save me? Or are you going to come into this, hold on, I now realize that what I saw might have been distorted. What I saw might have been an illusion. And so now that I see what I see, I don't have to give that meaning. I can let myself and the other person off the hook by coming into forgiveness. And I can go in the direction of what it is that I truly desire. Right? And so your action, your key for this is coming to this place of, okay, I'm going to trust this feeling. I'm going to trust my mind in coherence with my heart that's helping me to navigate and see what it is that I truly want. And I'm going to trust that. I'm actually going to begin to fall in love with that. I'm going to have faith that that is possible. Faith. Faith that that is possible. And allow everything else to fall away. As within, so without really does prescribe or speak to how I'm feeling here is how I'm going to experience the world. What I'm feeling and thinking here is what I'm going to experience in the world. And so if I am thinking and feeling through the lens of lack, I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable, I'm not this or that or the other, then that is what I'm going to experience because that is the lens to how I'm seeing it. And so if I come back and I come into, I trust what it is that I desire. I love it. I value myself enough to allow myself to have it. And I express that out in the world, not necessarily through words, but I express that through my own journaling. I express that through my own reflection. I express that out in my mind to God, to the universe, to my higher self. I claim it. Then that will begin to allow for you to shift from within so that you can actually experience that out in the world mirrored by others. And so now we move into Tuesday. So Tuesday is going to feel more emotional, right? We're moving into a Venus day for the collective. And Venus is all about experiences with others that allow for our emotions to rise up, that allow for our patterns to show themselves so that we can see whether or not we want to continue to play into these patterns. It's an opportunity to shift. And so in this place, in this energy, there's this desire to lead now with the mind and with the heart in coherence. I know what I want. I discovered what I wanted on Monday. I have a deeper understanding of that. And we may want many, many things, right? And so in that, I'm going to come into mind mastery, meaning that I'm going to let go of the ego. I'm going to let go of the idea that I can't have it, the idea that I have to get it from another person, the idea that I need to do something, work hard in order to achieve it. I'm going to stay in the mental thought and begin a new pattern of this is possible. This is possible. And I'm willing to let everything else fall away, meaning all of the stories, all of the limitations, all of the untruths that we've been telling ourselves, so that I may have this experience, that I'm going to move forward today and I'm going to continue to value myself, that I'm going to value what it is that I want to experience as I continue to move forward so that I can begin to experience feeling safe in my body, feeling safe in my body that this is possible, and allowing the fears, the apprehensions, the anxieties, whatever those things that may be held here to rise up so that they can simply go and shift. And in that, I begin to speak and take the actions that create the foundation that I desire, the foundation that I need in order to attain this dream, this goal, my intention. And so in this, your action today is to raise your own perspective, to raise your own perspective of it is, I want what I want. I want what I want, and I'm willing to have myself have it. I'm willing to allow myself to have it. And I'm willing to raise my own awareness and my own perception that it is possible, that I'm willing to play today on Tuesday with all of the possibilities to how I can attain wealth, how I can attain my new lover, how I can attain my new job, whatever it is. I'm willing to play with the possibilities that it's not only going to come from these two pathways, that there are all of these other spaces in between to which my opportunity for me to have it will come. That it's not only going to come, I'm not only going to receive wealth from my husband. I'm not only going to receive wealth from a paycheck, that I'm going to receive wealth from limitless ways. And so I'm willing today to play with that. That's my key. My key is to play with the possibilities, the 99.99999% of what we cannot see, right? When you touch your body, you hold your body, you feel your body, that's only 0.0000001% of what is available to you. That every space is full with possibilities, full with energy, full simply waiting for your direction. And the direction is from your focus of your thought and your emotion. Because you create your experiences. And I think the easiest way to describe you creating your own experiences, take yourself back to the past for just a moment when you were worrying or you were having an experience and just kept on thinking about it, 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 and there it is, it happens, right? Or how many times have you been in a space where you're like, oh, I want to get a new job. And so I'm going to focus on getting a new job. And then suddenly all of these opportunities come your way. We create our experiences. We're not in charge of the how. That's the universe's job. That's God's job. That's the angels, whatever it is that you want to call them. God, Goddess, Jesus, Christ, God. It's not our job to know the how. It is our willingness to play in the possibility of how it can show up. And so today is your day to play with that. As we move into Wednesday, now we're moving into, we're going to shift the next day. Now we're shifting into an energy of like jump and trust. Jump and trust as a new awareness comes in. As you're moving through this week and you're continuing to play with your own intention, with your own goal, your own dream, whatever that is, you're going to receive a new awareness. And this new awareness may help you to deepen what it is that you desire. It may help you to shift. It may be a pathway that opens up for you. And so there's this beautiful opportunity to be open and allowing for new information to come in, so that you can hear it, sense it, know it. It may come through your own intuition. It may come in through your guides. It may come in through a song. Whatever easy way accessible to you that you are willing to listen, you will receive. And so it can be voiced from another person. And this insight, this information will help you to navigate what it is that you want. And so it's it's paying attention to, am I thinking that I have to work hard in order to achieve my dream? Am I acting before I need to? And so your intuition is going to guide you today, right? And so we'll use an example of, if you have an idea where you want to find your mate and you're thinking, oh my God, I need to just get myself out on social media, or I need to get myself out on Bumble. And so I'm going to create a profile. And so I'm just going to go do it. But you do it without it being inspired, or you do that without hearing the message of, oh, this is the time. Then you're acting harder than you have to, right? And so it's paying attention to, where do you think that you have to do all of this work in order to achieve your dreams, and playing with that belief. All of our distortions are continuing to rise. And so I have you play with this idea of, what if our doing, our actions that we take that are physical, was only 20% of the work, and that 80% was actually the inner work with our spirituality, with our mind, with our emotions, with our spirituality. I don't know if I said that. And so there's this beautiful opportunity to pull back, to witness your life, to experience it, and to allow yourself to be guided to your next action, to work easier than we have been. This week really feels inner right now, and will shift on Thursday. And so with this inner work, it's navigating our own mind, navigating the stories, letting go of the stories, coming into the heart, feeling into our own emotions, paying attention to our bodies, as we continue to move forward in the direction of what it is that we want to experience. And so as we continue to move forward, what may happen as you receive this insight is that you will receive and play and notice the possibilities that you were playing with the day before. You may start to experience that. You may start to receive opportunities of that. You may have new ideas, new insights, new possibilities that are available to you if you continue to play. And with that, there's this, it feels like a death of the old way of doing things, the death of thinking I have to work hard for what it is that I want, thinking that I have to go outside of myself in order to achieve my dreams, meaning I have to go outside of myself in order to attain the clients, that I have to go outside of myself to a mentor that's going to show me the ABC in order to get what I want, that I have to go outside of myself, get myself a profile on Bumble so that I can receive the person that I want. Everything today, everything, not even just today, is always inspired. And so your key today is to witness that, to witness where you're taking action that is outside of inspiration, where you go into your unconscious mind and you're just doing the things because you think you have to, rather than because you want to, right? And so there's a bit of a shakeup this week in discovering where you're working harder than you have to, in letting go of the stories of, it feels like you're taking off the rose-colored glasses and setting them down so that you can actually see through to the truth of what it is that you want, the truth of what it is that you want to experience, while letting the noise of the outside world, whether that's your family, your partner, your friends, your community, whatever, just kind of dial it down a little bit so that you can focus on you. And letting go of the idea that, oh, well, it's selfish to choose me first, or I have to do things in order to live, in order to take care of my kids. Your invitation here today, your key, is to come back to you, to come back to self, to begin here first, and to allow the world to world. Allow your partner to partner, allow your kids to play, allow the world to world, while you discover what it is that you want first. While you love yourself first, while you value yourself first, and the willingness to act on behalf of that. Beautiful. Questions, comments, please feel free to share and I will be happy to respond. Wishing you all the most amazing Monday. and I'll see you in the spaces. So much love. Bye for now.